Hello, everyone. So, I'm not gonna lie. I needed something easy today. I got some news dropped on me that hopefully it won't affect the channel, but just in case, yeah, it just hit me kind of hard. So I'm not on my game right now. I'm not in top form. So I needed to do something that I didn't really need a whole lot of research for. Didn't really need a whole lot of time to put into. So this is something that is necessary. This is something that I've been putting off because it's ugly, but you know what? We need to talk about it, so let's talk about it. So if you're not on Twitter, well, you've avoided the dumpster fire. Congratulations. God Emperor Elon Musk has decided that only he knows how Twitter should run. He's fired most everybody on the staff, including the people who told him it's not supposed to run this way. He screwed up the biggest security system that the site had. They broke two-factor authentication for a while. The copyright system's broken, so people literally just uploaded entire movies in Twitter posts. And then, of course, every other problem it has created. He tells the staff you have to work harder than you ever did, and then he takes away all their benefits. Billionaire stuff. So because of this, no one is really sure about the future of the website. Everyone is looking for new places to jump to, and it seems like it's just like we're just throwing darts on the wall and just seeing which one sticks the most. So just in case, it is unfortunate to actually see Twitter going through this. It is by far my favorite social media platform. It's really easy for me to just take a picture to show you guys and make some little funny comment. It is really easy to just dump my thoughts out when I need to, or it's a really good promotion. It's a really easy promotional tool. So I've really liked it for that, and I would love to keep using it for that. And honestly, I don't expect the website to go anywhere. I expect it to kind of go the way of MySpace, where it never goes offline, but I think it's going to have to change ownerships again before it's. I feel like it's going to be like a Yahoo, or an AOL or something, where a billionaire pays a ludicrous amount of money for it and then has to sell it for absolute peanuts just to get out from under it. And I think that's going to happen to Twitter eventually. So hopefully, owner number 3 will actually know what they're doing. But for now, we are all looking for the alternative we are jumping to. Whether you're jumping because you disagree with the new management or because everything's about to go down in flames. So let's go with the obvious choices. First off, there is Facebook. I still have my Facebook page as well. I don't like Facebook. I try to, very actively, I try to avoid using Facebook. So I don't, as far as, where to jump to, this is probably not the choice, but I do still have it. I'd rarely ever post on it. I will tell you that. And I don't really intend to go back to posting on it. But just in case it is old reliable. So that is still in existence. So we have that as an option. And then there is the stuff that people were jumping to everywhere. Mastodon was, I think, the first one everyone immediately jumped to as an alternative to Twitter. And it looks like Twitter. It seems as though it runs like Twitter. I don't believe it's going to be the replacement of choice because I don't like how it runs. So, the whole thing with Mastodon is that it is not centralized. It is intentionally decentralized into essentially separate websites. And they say, okay, you register for one and you can follow someone on another. I can't figure out how to do that. It's the first time I've ever felt boomer in my entire life, but I don't think it's my fault. I think it's just because the way the site's designed is stupid. So, I'm signed up on mastodon.social. I have someone I would like to follow on mastodon.art. And I cannot log into mastodon.art with my mastodon.social. So I can't log in to actually follow them unless it feels like I have to make a profile for literally every iteration of Mastodon that I would like to be part of, which is incredibly dumb. And it shouldn't work that way. It doesn't sound like it should work that way. The way they advertise it and the way they describe how Mastodon works tells me it shouldn't work that way, but it's how it feels. That's how it feels. You can also set up your own server as well. So it's kind of like if Twitter worked like Discord, which, by the way, Discord is not an alternative to Twitter. By the way, it's not social media. It's essentially a chat room. It's essentially a chat room dedicated. You can just set up, the space for yourself, essentially. So, I don't know. I don't think Mastodon's going to be the one for me. What else do we have? We have Instagram. Instagram's still really popular. It's by Facebook now, so it's, I'm sorry, Meta, because that's going so well. I don't know. I'm terrible at Instagram. I know people who have gotten their entire careers jump-started and powered by Instagram. I don't know how to work the site. I've never been able to get it to translate into good views. I've never been able to translate to get into engagement. It still bugs me that there's no web application for it. I can't use like a website or an app on my computer to do messages and things, because that's way easier for me to use a keyboard than a phone. Especially with what I'm doing, just sending links and images here, all over the place with Twitter. So Instagram has never really meshed with me, unfortunately. But it is there. It is there. I might start using it more. If Twitter goes down, that might just be where I start posting all my silly photos. And it's at some point I need to figure out how to advertise video in Instagram as well. I'm not into... I know how to do it. I just don't want to go through it. So Instagram's a possible option. I know I need to use it more. I know that. There is Tumblr. Tumblr I keep wanting to use because it's great for like longer stuff if I really just need to post like one long diatribe. Or if I have something that doesn't really work in video, so we're just going to do it all in text. Tumblr would work really, really well. It's not like it's a website where I feel like you have to have audience somewhere else and then pull people over to Tumblr. I feel like it's not an easy place to find people or interact with people who are into the same things as you. I don't think it's as easy to use for that as something like Twitter is. It's really just useful if you. It's basically a blog. It's an online. It's an online journal. So I don't know if I'm going to use it for that. I don't know if I want to use it. I just never get around to it. I just never, I know it has its uses. I know, there's things I could do on there. It's just I never really can think of something that would be appropriate for it. If I do something that's long-winded enough, you know me, I will just turn it into something even more long-winded and make a video instead. But it has its place, so we might start using that one more too. And then I think the big one that everyone seems to really jump to that they really like is Hive. I'm not sure how I feel about Hive yet. Oh, I'm sorry. This is how I'm new to this. I've signed up on 4 or 5 new social websites just to sit on my name. No, Hive's coming up next. This is Co-host. Co-host is one of those where it feels so small and it has basically a, almost essentially a donation system as far as how it monetizes, because they're very big on no ads, no interruptions, no nothing. This is just pure social media experience. And then if you want to chip in yourself, then feel free to chip in. But I feel like so many people are jumping to other social medias now that may not be sustainable. So I've got a co-host. It feels like it's a good Twitter alternative, but I don't know if it has the survivability that it's going to need with so many more people on it. I don't know how many people are going to... This is basically everyone is just trying to figure out which one everyone is going to jump to. Which is going to be the big one. Who's going to be the one that gets everyone from Twitter? So that's the big thing right now that we're kind of going through. So everyone is just kind of hedging their bets and signing up for everything, me included. Which that's where it leads to Hive. Hive basically just seems like Twitter, except it's exclusive to your phone. And it seems to operate exactly like Twitter. I signed up for this. I have not promoted it anywhere, and I've already got 5 followers just because there's so many people jumping on Hive right now that everyone is just searching out for everyone they want to keep track of. It's weird. I mean, it's not weird. It's not expected, but it's like, I've never heard of half of these social media platforms, and all of a sudden it feels like that's all I hear about anymore. So I'm on Hive now. I can't give you a link to Hive because they don't have an online presence. So that's that. I think that might be the option. I would really want them. I really want them to have a web presence. I really want a desktop app like Discord uses, or a website I can go to where I can use it like Twitter. I don't like being constrained to just the phone because I'm much faster on a keyboard. And it's more convenient because everything I do is based on a PC. It's not based on like video and photos from a phone. It's based on things I get with a webcam or my HD cams. So I'm hopeful that this, as it evolves, gets some kind of online like website space that I can use. It's going to be interesting to see which ones of these smaller websites actually do manage to survive, because I feel like a lot of them are going through growing pains right now. You got to imagine, like, these are all very small social media websites that all of a sudden have millions of new followers, millions of new accounts. I am sure there's going to be a lot of problems early on as they deal with all this that they had not anticipated before. So we'll see. We will see. I have hopes for this. But I posted this on Twitter. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. It just feels like we are just throwing things down and seeing where it sticks. I don't think anyone knows where that Plinko chip is going to land as far as like where the majority of people are going to be. I think the scariest thing about this is that no matter what service, no matter which platform I ultimately decide this is going to be my favorite one that I still use, I feel like I'm going to lose track of people. Like, I literally took a photo of all of my followers, like all the people I follow on Twitter, just in case I forget a few and I have to find some other way of following them. Like, that's the scariest thing. It's like people I want to keep track of, people I want to see how they're doing. I want to know they're okay. I want to know what they're up to and how they're keeping busy, how life's going for them. And I might not be able to do that. I don't want to lose track of those people just because this is all gone downhill. But like I said, I honestly don't think Twitter is going to go anywhere. I think it's just going to be a cesspool until a new owner buys it. But we'll see. So, if one of these new platforms is one that you have jumped to, I say that. There's a few on here, like these two. I don't even remember what these two are called. Counter Social and something else. This was just, I had two more. I need to fill space for the meme. If one of the socials I have mentioned in this video is one that you are currently using, feel free to follow me there. My description will have my Linktree, which will take you to literally everything that I have, all my alternates and everywhere you can find me. And then, as we need to, I'll update the socials that are actually in the description of this video in order to determine which exactly ones we're going to need in the future. So, thank you for watching. Hopefully this video is completely unnecessary. But for now, I think it is something I had to get out there just in case. So, happy following. I hope to wherever we land, I hope to see you there, even if it is just on Twitter. And yeah, hopefully tomorrow works out a little bit better, and I can get to use some actual content. All right. Until then. Guys, I am facing the most powerful enemy any YouTuber can face, the algorithm, and I need your help to defeat him. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment. Every time you do, we attack that algorithm and we drive it back until it can no longer defeat this channel. Thank you very much.